I just got a message from one of my coffee supporters. Thank you. It's Attilio from Italy, and he's asking, hi, I'm Attilio, thank you for your videos. They're almost the only way to learn how it works. I'm trying unsuccessfully to set up a Swell sound without using the volume pot and pedal. Can you give me some hints? Yeah, I absolutely can. So let's look into this. The Plethora doesn't have a Swell effect natively, but what it does have is the thing that allows you to create a Swell effect, which is a noise gate. It doesn't come with a template or a TonePrint that allows you to do that straight away, but you can create your own. So what you need, take your Plethora, plug it into something that allows you to edit stuff like your iPad, your phone, your computer, it doesn't matter. Head over to the templates section and pick any template from the noise gate, the Sentry Noise Gate section. Go into the pencil icon, and the first thing we're going to do is turn off both crossovers. The Sentry Noise Gate allows you to work in 3 bands. We don't want that, we just want it to affect the whole spectrum at the same time, so we turn both crossovers off. Now we head over to the Noise Gate tab, and the first thing I'm going to do, because I've already tested this obviously, I'm going to map the parameters that I know will allow me to tweak my Swell effect the most, i.e. the ones that I really need to use, and I'm going to fix the other ones. But I'm going to start by mapping them to the ones that I want to tweak. I'm going to map them to the pot. So I'm going to do threshold low on the threshold knob. I'm going to do threshold low, threshold mid, threshold high. Yes, I know we've turned the stuff off before, the crossovers, but trust me, it's a lot easier. It saves you a few headaches in the future. I have my Plethora on the table, obviously, in case you haven't noticed just yet. You can't see it because I don't have a camera on it, but yeah, this is me tweaking the threshold pot on the Plethora. So yeah, on the threshold virtual pot, we're going to map all threshold frequencies. On the damp pot, we are going to map the 3 ratio frequencies, so ratio low, ratio mid, ratio high. And finally, on the decay pot, we are going to map the knee, expression knee low, it's not expression, it's exponential knee mid, and exponential knee high. So I've got my knee here, which you can't see because it's there. Every now and again it does do some funny stuff with the mapping. I know that this is a bug, so we'll have to roll with it for now. I'm going to save the TonePrint and I'm going to call it Swell 2 because I already have a Swell in there. And now here we go. All of the knees are mapped, all of them working at the same time. Ignore the first column. As long as you're mapping these 3, the other ones aren't doing anything. So, okay, now we have threshold, we have ratios, we have the knees. And what we're going to do is bump all of the dampings to maximum, i.e. this is where we want our starting point to be. So when you're not playing, you want this to be as low as it'll go, so 100 dB down. Excuse the motorbikes, we're in silly season. The attack, which is how slow, in this case, because we want it to be slow, how slow our noise gate is going to react to our sound. You want it to be as long as possible, in this case it's going to be 100 milliseconds. The hold, we can double click and write, let's keep it at 100 for now, all of them. And the release, just so the noise gate doesn't close on us too quickly, we'll put it on 10. You don't need to do anything with expression pedal and mash unless you want to. I'm going to overwrite my TonePrint again. And this is basically what you need. Now, the settings from the tweakable settings that I found work the best for me are with the ratio between 5.6 and 16. I'm going to keep it at 8 for now. And with the knee at around 50 dB. Obviously, tweak. Your mileage may vary. I've got my guitar with me, so I'm going to try and demonstrate this. The only other value that you now need to tweak is your threshold. If it's too low, like 120, your guitar is just going to go straight through it, because anything will trigger the noise gate to open. If it's too high, like 0, your guitar signal isn't going to get there. Obviously, this will depend on where you have this on your chain. It will depend on how powerful your pickups are, the effects that you have before it. All of that will dictate where you want your threshold. In my case, for this situation, I want it to be around 50. And there you have it, there's a swell. I'm just going to demonstrate a bit more for you. You can keep your threshold a bit higher, like minus 40 in this case. But what's going to happen here is, because your guitar sound is going to start dying and coming below that threshold, the gate is going to start closing and going dig, dig, dig. You're going to hear the sound of the guitar going dig, 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 dig. Obviously not dig, dig. You're just going to start listening to a stair-step effect with the gate as the gate starts to close. So you want to have it just low enough to still trigger the gate. See, too low, so you need to close it a bit. No, there. And there we have it. Play around with this. It's not going to be very easy to vary the time for this because the attack is still rather short. Ideally, I would like to be able to get this attack to go up to 200 or 500 milliseconds even. But if you vary between the ratio and the knee, you might be able to make it a bit quicker or a bit slower. So have a play with this and tell me what you find works for you. Just let me know in the comments. If you found the video useful, you know what to do. Just click like. Subscribe if you haven't yet for this kind of tip. There will be more coming. I'm still working on the TonePrint Editor series. The next one up is going to be the 7-Up. So if you want to know as soon as it comes out, just subscribe and click the notification bell. If you found it useful, buy me a coffee. If there's any effect that you want me to go over, just drop me a note there. And I'll see you on the next one.